What's going on, guys? Sherry Truck here. Today we are going to be changing the oil on the 7.3 IDI diesel. So I went ahead and drained the oil and took off the oil filter. Here is oddly enough, the original oil filter from the factory off this truck. Here's our new one, and here's our oil. The oil we will be using for this is 15W30 non-synthetic heavy-duty diesel engine oil is what I would recommend. On these trucks you don't want to use synthetic just because of how old these things are. Okay, let's get up and under. Okay, so we're up and under here. This here is your oil pan. The plug's out. Still dripping a good bit of oil. I'm using proper tools for this. If you're doing this, then you probably would know how to take it off. But if not, your oil pan's here, up and under your transmission. Here's your transmission. This is gonna be your exhaust. Hold on. Here's your exhaust, oil pan, and then make it easier. This here is going to be your oil filter next to your drip pan, exhaust, transmission. Okay. Alright. So we got the oil filter out of the box here. I went ahead and wrote my date on it. So if I end up selling the truck, people know how old the oil filter is. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack this thing open, get some on our fingers, and rub it around this here band. It helps with the seal and whatnot. So let's see here. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to crack this thing open. You're going to just where you can see it in there. Your fingers wet. Something like this. This is what we're going to be doing on this. That one's wet. So what that's doing is this is going to help with the seal. You've changed oil before if you know what you're doing. But due to this is the first time I'm changing oil on this truck, I'm going to go ahead and just do a walkthrough on it. Okay. Alright. So let's see here. Okay, so we get the oil filter now. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're gonna climb back up and under here. Turn my light on so you guys can see. So make sure you don't cross thread this thing. Anyhow, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this thing. It's gonna make sure the old one's not up and under there. That'd be bad. But make sure you don't cross thread it. And then just screw it on until it catches. Yeah, that's metal. And then you're just gonna screw it on there. And, you know, like I said, if you ever done this before, then make sure you get it on there pretty tight. I've seen that this helps a little bit better for what this is. Alright, so like I said, I'm using the correct tools for this. You can use like a really big set of pliers, whatnot on it. Whatever you can find that will work. Usually works pretty good. But like I said, you're gonna be using the correct tooling on this one. Usually for this truck, you can find this tool and these at your local parts store. I don't think Advance will carry these though for this particular truck, which is kind of stupid because it's like any other diesel. Okay, so now we get the fuel filter on, the date put on it, nice and shiny. This is still leaking pretty good. That's the oil, so it's going, when you put new oil on, it's just gonna look like that. So what I'm gonna do now, get the oil off my phone, and then here is that drain plug for your drip pan. So now I'm just gonna take this thing and have it back in there. No, it's still magnetized. Usually it's gonna be a low magnet. If you have to order one of these, they'll have a bigger magnet on. But let's see here. Okay, maybe I don't know if she'll catch or not. I'm hoping she'll catch. Like I said, first time. Oh man, swap hands here. Damn, oil all over this hand now. I'm trying to keep the phone as clean as possible, but you know, any mechanic even knows this. It's not going to be clean. When you're doing this kind of work, usually they'll have a guy with the camera. But sometimes that ring that would be on that would kind of get in your way a little bit. Not super big help to you on what you're trying to do. Damn. Okay. We got the. Alright. So, for some reason, the plug's not going on. Leave that there. I'm gonna clean this plug off. Kind of wipe my hands off here. You get pretty dirty from doing this kind of stuff. So, alright. So, here's our plug here. Kind of hard to make out due to the camera. I would click on it, but kind of dirty my lens up. So this plastic cap here is what kind of stops the oil from, you know, proceeding through that spot. So you're just gonna push that down till you have that. This here's your magnet. Like I said, if you gotta order one of these, usually they'd be bigger. Sometimes it looks like this one's been ordered before. That or that's just how they made these when they put these trucks out of the factory. Like I said, this is the original oil filter. Let's see here. Like, when I mean original, I mean this is the Ford factory oil filter from Ford Mopar, I think. Oh, I'm gonna clean it off. You guys can look at. This would usually be on the oil filter. I managed to get it off in one piece, which was kind of cool. Damn, my fucking hands. Shit. Okay. So this is what it's gonna be like. So Ford Motorcraft. Right here it's gonna be English, Spanish. I'm sorry, Spanish. I don't know what that would be. But it says right here, oil filter FL-784-A. And see what this bottom thing says. It says I can't read that. That sucks. Anyhow, that's what that's going to be on your oil filter if it's the original one. If I'm correct, these things are like 4.5 gallons of oil. I filled up a 5-gallon bucket, so around that. But let's see here. Okay, let's try to do this one more time. Okay. Like I said, they would usually have someone doing the camera for them. I don't. So I'm a one-man show right now. So like I said, this, give me a minute or two and I'll get the camera where you guys can see. Like that moment just now. But we're gonna go ahead and wipe this thing off. Okay. Now we have a little bit more of a visual of what we're looking at. So, see, that thing's coming magnetized, which kind of helps you in some ways. Always, not really. Okay. So, right now, you might say, oh, what's going on? If it goes on, it's going to be cross-thread. So, let's see here. Now, so if you guys are liking the video so far, make sure to leave a like and hit that follow button. That will be awesome. But okay, so now we got that back on. That's cool. Really doesn't have to be super tight, but we are going to torque on it. Just torque, not twerk. We're going to torque on it just a little bit. Make sure that thing's on there. So, for the ones who are wondering what socket size, give me 1 second, I'm going to show you. So this right here is going to be a, hold on. Shit. Like I said, guys, I'm new to YouTube, so give me a second. I ain't got all fancy material. This is a 19 socket. Looks, it's standard. Ooh. It's a 19 size socket, standard. Okay, so now we got that all buttoned up. Now we're gonna clean all this crap up. If you guys are wondering why I have oil here originally, well, that was from when I went to go do it. But so on these things, you can't just drop the pan right here, right now, change it. You literally have to pick the engine up. Like, you literally gotta pick the engine up to get to your gasket. You gasket on the oil pan. But yeah, so we're gonna be giving this thing a little bit more juice. We're going to be giving this thing a little bit more juice tomorrow. And then transmission. And I'm really don't know for sure yet, but I'm thinking about bed stacking this thing, doing straights with tractor flaps on. Give it that classic look. But okay, let's get through to the top part. Okay. So here's your 15W40, and what we're gonna do is, son of a gun, it's like in the middle of my bed. Hold on. Okay. Well, change of plans. I don't have a funnel, so I guess we're going to have to leave off here, pick up tomorrow. It will be a part 2 series. But if you guys are liking this so far, like I said, leave a like in the comment. I would like to try to. I'm usually not a beggar like this, but I would like to try to hit at least, I guess you could say, 200 likes on this video. And of course, like I said, it's just changing oil on a 93 model truck. But if it takes off, and I'll be doing other vehicles. The S10 that I usually do in the videos, right now timing chain on it's not right, so I gotta get that fixed sooner or later. But right now I have this truck that I'm gonna be driving around. This is it. This is the IDI 93 we're working on, guys. It's a very clean truck for what it is. I enjoy it. Sitting on 37 Super Swampers, 6-inch lift. Both fuel tanks are working. So far, the only thing I've had problems with is the heater core in it. The heater core in it could be bad. Which, if you guys want to see me working on that, that could be another thing. But if you guys like the video so far, cool. We're gonna probably end off right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to stay tuned and show your truck.